And we cut across to more breaking news coming in. Mohammad Yunus has called an interim cabinet meeting to review the unrest in Bangladesh. In fact, the Bangladesh's interim government chief, Mohammad Yunus, who on Saturday has called an unscheduled meeting, is what we've learnt of. This is of the advisory council to review a brewing unease involving his administration, political parties and the army. All of this that is being reported by their local media. The development that has come in hours after Yunus expressed his desire to step down as chief advisor, citing difficulties in working amid the failure of political parties to find a common ground for change. He is likely to sit with advisors, effectively ministers, shortly after the ECNEC, that is the Executive Committee of the National Economic Council meeting, which is underway as scheduled. The UNB news agency is reporting on all of this. And this is a comment that has come in from a source. Now, it did not give any further details, but trouble certainly mounting for the Yunus administration in Dhaka over the unrest that has only been growing. Let me cut across to Pranay Upadhyay of India Today Global to share further details of what the situation on the ground is, what Mohammad Yunus is really wanting to do, and how the other stakeholders differ or are on the same page, who all are there.
Definitely there is a lot of turbulence in Dhaka. What the reports we are getting from Bangladesh suggest that interim advisor Mohammad Yunus is trying to use a pressure tactic through his resignation, because the army chief General Waqaruzzaman has given a kind of ultimatum, a real kind of ultimatum, that there should be an election and any reform should be done by the elected government. We have seen yesterday that there were a massive protest in Dhaka post namaz, Jummah namaz, and people were chanting that first reform, then election. And this is all being seen as prompted thing by the Yunus and his supporters. The CNP, the Citizen National Party, which was formed by the student wing, Nahid Islam, who's the heading it, he's also asking Professor Mohammad Yunus to stay on and be the chief advisor, remain in post. However, there are differences in the mainstream political parties, be it Jamaat-e-Islami, be it Bangladesh Nationalist Party, and even we have seen that yesterday there were reports about the Awami League coming on stage. So Awami League was initially banned by the Yunus administration to participate in the election, but post General Waqaruzzaman's statement, which he addressed before the Corps Commanders meeting, and in which he addressed that there is a lot of resentment, there is a lot of unrest in the country. And in fact, the reports we are getting from Dhaka also suggest that the interim government, which assumed power on 8th of August 2024, has miserably failed to control the situation of the country. The law and order situation is failing down, and army doesn't want to take the blame of interim government on its uniform. So therefore, the clear indication is that either Professor Mohammad Yunus should conduct the election, announce election, or he should step down. So currently there is a lot of turbulence in Dhaka. We have to see that the meetings which are likely to take place today evening by 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. because at 7 p.m. he's likely to meet a delegation from BNP, and at 8 p.m. he's likely to meet the delegation of Jamaat-e-Islami. These are the two prominent, important political parties. However, he hasn't called Awami League. And the Bangladesh analysts suggest that any election without Awami League will not be a successful election. So there is a lot of turbulence which is in Bangladesh currently underway, and we have to see. India is concerned, obviously, because we share like over 4,000-kilometer border with Bangladesh, and any situation in Bangladesh has its impact on India.
Oh yes, absolutely. Pranay, we wait and watch how the situation develops, especially with regards to that meeting that is set to take place. I want to thank you at the moment for getting us the latest.